Okay, Shalom, Hotep, Namaste, Jumbo, Ashe, Duanter, Assalamu Alaikum. All the greetings of love and light to the darkest minds of the light. I'm out doing my daily walk. I'm doing, this isn't a flex, but I'm doing like an 8-mile walk every day. This will be my 4th day. But during my walk, I got a phone call from a friend, and I was informed that Queen Elizabeth has transitioned. I did say dies in quotes, in like little quotation marks in the title, because we know that the word die and death, those words are words we have to change in our vocabulary as those who we call, those of you who I call the darkest minds of the light, the enlightened ones. Kishi, Shig, Sonic, Yashiria, No Saint, Inspired One. Now, I'm not going to be looking at my chat, but I love all of you. I'm going to be just walking and talking. So, Queen Elizabeth reigned for 70 years. I mean, I'm going to check in and look, but I'm not looking at it right now. So, please, I want your comments, though. Please comment. If you respond to something, I don't want to make you get carpal tunnel, but kind of like if you respond to something I say, put in the context of it, like in the comments. So when I go back and read it, I'll know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So if I say she reigned 70 years and you say yes, maybe you could just type yes, she did reign 70 years. Because I care about your input. And I'm still going to do that video response about, responding to the people put in about their family dynamic. I still have that on my list. I just have a lot of stuff going. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So she reigned 70 years, family. 70 years. That's a long time to have a leader here in the United States. Oh, dear. Okay. I'm getting a call. Give me 1 second. Never mind. Okay, so this isn't going to be long. So here in the United States, we get maybe 8 years if we're really like the leader, the president, for 2 terms. But imagine 70 years having a monarch, a leader. Sorry, I'm walking on this like scenic trail, but there's still traffic, so I apologize if you hear all the traffic noise. Okay, can you hear the water though? Hold on, let me see if you can hear the water. I want you to hear this. Water is so amazing. Listen, put a yes in the chat if you hear the water. It's a nice little waterfall. It's a canal, but a waterfall is amazing. Let me see. Do you guys hear it? Why? Why is there this roach in here? Can somebody block this poor soul? You think he'd be concerned? Thank you, Shig Sonic. You think he'd be concerned about what's going on over in his country, or actually in Europe, on his continent? Because I thought he's English, but I forgot he's Irish. Still, can somebody block him? And just ignore him if he keeps on like making accounts. He's lonely, and it's sad. I mean, he used to be pleasant. Now he's just gone to this painful existence of like wanting attention. All it takes is a simple "I'm sorry for being a shite bag." Excuse my language. Just all you got to do is apologize, and then you can join in and be a part of the dialogue. And you know who I'm talking to, Peter. Peace, Dulcinea. Okay, so I'm going to stop looking at the chat again and talk. get back to talking about this. And I hopefully will do another stream on it. Maybe Sonetta will even want to do something on it, because this is a world event now. Correct me if I'm wrong. I talked to someone, like I said, and we were discussing who's going to lead now. Prince Charles, is he going to be King Charles? Wow, right? Camilla Bowles is going to be married to the King of England. If anybody knows Camilla Bowles from, like, I'll say 80s, late 80s, early 90s, even late 90s, she was actually not accepted. She wasn't, how do you say, at the time, the royal family didn't want her. She wasn't good enough for Prince Charles. See how things change? Shout out to Camilla Bowles for her tenacity. She played her cards so well. Whether you love her or hate her, she stayed in the game. She took the hits. She humbled herself. And now look at her. She's going to be sitting, well, she's already sitting on the throne, with him as the prince. She's the wife of the prince. But she will be sitting on the throne of the leader of England. From what I heard that Charles is going to be king. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, I wish that our sister Meghan Markle would have had some good advice. Because if I would have been one of her advisors, I'd say, listen, honey, you knew what you were getting into when you got into it. You know what this family's about. You're not a spring chicken. You really aren't. I can understand she's like a teenage love, No, you've been in the business, you know how things go. Nobody's hands are clean. You know about racism. You know about all this stuff. So when you married him, you saw the story of Princess Diana. If you didn't, shame on you, Meghan. She should have just played the game better. But, I'm not saying that they're suffering. They're still famous, multimillionaires. But that power is what you want. He doesn't have that power anymore. Harry, he doesn't have that power. Will he gain it back? I don't know. This is what we're going to keep our eyes open for. We're going to look and see what were Queen Elizabeth's last wishes, especially concerning her grandson, Harry. These are the things we're going to find out. There's a lot of controversy around Harry, even before he became a man, even before he married Meghan. If you followed the British family, the royal family at all, I'm talking about illegitimacy and who is the father. I don't know. Am I saying that Harry isn't Charles' son? I'm not saying that. Is there a conversation about that? Yes, there is. A lot of stuff going on. So, okay. All right, Freddie. Well, I do care about the European power, brother. I care about all issues that are going on in our existence. Let me read these comments. Dulcinea says, yes, it's definitely Prince William that will be king soon. Yes, I thought about that too, sis queen. King Sun Ra Shaka Shakur says, sounds like you're getting your walk on. I am, actually. It'll be 8 miles when I finish this up. I was doing some running, did a little, some step work. Napah, don't deserve my respect. Then what are you doing in my chat? You're respecting me right now. You serve me. When you're in my chat talking crap to me, that tells me that I'm your God, because you're not in here for peace and for nurturing. You're in here miserable, but I'm still, you're obsessed with me. I possess you. So I'm the spirit that is possessing you. I'm your demon. They say Napah's a demon. Yes, you're right. I am. And I'm your demon, Peter. I'm your demon right now. You're possessed. Who will exorcise Peter? The Irish guy. No one can. I'm the only one who can release you. So continue to serve me. Do my will. You like that? Okay. So anyway, Sean Bradley says, the queen, that is. Oh, wait. Let me go back. Let me see. We were looking at Juan Johi Munene says, what? The brother says, I'm the king. You the one who racially, boy, bye. Talking about racially attacked you. You have a name, Peter the white guy. And you're talking about you don't want to be seen racially? Stop. You can't do this. Your arm's too short to box with God, aka me, NapahShadah. Ooh, she said she's God. I'm gonna go tell the Hebrews. Anyway, inspired one. The queen gave her blessing to be called queen consort. Oh, you're talking about Camilla. Charles is 73, so we may see Prince. That's what I thought too. No, saying Prince William. Yes, but I thought Charles had health issues too. Yes, I thought that too. See, these are the darkest minds in here. On top of everything, no cap, no flattery. I love it. Yes, it's definitely Prince William. Yes, getting my walk on. Hello, Queen of Pa, and the room. Peace, avenge the ancestors. Tori, peace. Yeah, tell him, Tori. Okay, you're not Spider-Man. I love you guys. I love you. I love my people who come around and show the love and comment and vibe. Get off your. Oh wow, he's learning some real nice stuff from the gutter. She called you a token white boy. I didn't call him a token. I've never called No Saints a white boy because I wouldn't disrespect him like that. I've never called him a white boy in my life. For the record, you're trying to make this a race thing. I'm not going to even talk about my family dynamic. I'm just going to let you know you're the one that goes into a clearly a black forum and starts trying to be disrespectful to black women, me, and black men. So since you think you're funny, but you're not. You're not funny anymore. You used to be. We loved you and we accepted you. I'm going to focus on you a minute because you need this. You need this. Peter, what do you want? Do you want love? Yes, I did, because that's what you are. You're disrespectful. Peter, when you were on that panel and you tried to tell me I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Saw, you opened your whole jugular up. You just you lifted your chin and you bared your whole neck to me. And my sword came out. I don't get it. Like, that was a spit. You spit in my face when you said that. So you lifted up your chin, pulled your shoulder down a little, and you came close and said, here you go. Get my jugular, Napah. And I gladly obliged. Get over it. Get over it. Judah Naz has called you all kinds of pedophiles. He said you have children in your basement. He said vile things to you. You're over there loving on him and saying shalom. You're saying peace. He called you a pedophile. And you're upset because I called you a honky? Get over it, brother. There's actually a whole culture of white people who say honky tonk. They're proud to be honkies. A honky tonk blues. You never heard that? There's honky tonk people out there. And you're hurt because I said honky after you blatantly disrespected me and said, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Saw. Your jugular was right there when you did that. And I kept it real and I cut it for you. You bled out and you're still bleeding. Do you want me to stop the bleeding? Is that what you want? Is that why you're here? Because I can listen, we can get a tourniquet, can stop the bleeding. We can put some pressure on it, and you can heal. But don't come over here crying about me trying to paint me as racist when everybody knows where I stand as far as race. Okay? So I'm not going to get into myself. That's what you want. You're over loving on people who called you a pedophile, who called you disgusting things about your race, said that you do things to people because you're white, and you're always over there loving on them. So, Peter, you got your little 5 minutes from me. You're God. You know, what do you say? Fix up, wipe your face, you know, as my parents used to tell me when I cry, go wash your face and come back in here and sit down and be good. That's all. Okay, you want to be here? Stop crying. Now, back to the Royals. All right, so back to the Royals. So, Peter, like I said, you haven't gone that far. There's still hope. Fix up, get your shit together, and come back to the fold and enjoy being a part of the group, like all of us, instead of being that weirdo troll. You don't like trolling. You don't want to be that guy. This reminds me of something my children said. There's this joke saying Drake's the kind of guy. And then they said Drake's the kind of guy to go to the school shooter and say, this isn't you. Well, Peter, this isn't you. Okay? I'm going to go out on a limb for you one more time. One last again. This isn't you, Peter. Stop being a troll. Stop. You're getting worse. Love in the gutter. Just fix up. Go wash your face, sit down, put a Band-Aid on it, and let's move forward. All right. Now, where was I, y'all? Peace Rose. Raw Dog Rory. Let me brighten my screen. I can't really see. Some people just need tough love, and they need love. Listen, there's enough love to go around. Love is the key, but you're not going to get babied and kid gloves when you're coming in trying to disrespect me on a panel right to my face because you've been around too many. See, you are Peter, the white guy. So you don't have the luxury to sit there, disrespect me, and not expect for me to fire on you as hard as possible and get a low blow. If you were black, I would have given you a low blow. But your jugular was out with the name Peter the white guy. I said, Sonetter, get this honky off the panel. Get over it. Get over it. Calling me. You're calling me racist? You go over to Torah Nights. They hate white people. They hate white people. They don't just not like white people. They hate white people. They say white people are going to be stoned and burned to death according to God. Stop the cap, Peter. This is love. Okay, tough love. Anyway, I said enough. All right. So I'm just going to say bye to everybody because I'm going to finish up my workout. Yeah. So Dinatal Bosco, peace. Yeah, the two B4. Okay. Raw Dog, peace. Yeah, but that's okay if he's white. I love white. Hey, I die for several white people that I love. I take a bullet. So I don't get it. Like, stop. Okay. However, if your jugular's out, now this is part of my culture, and I'm talking about black culture. If your jugular's out, it's getting cut. So if you fire on a, let me talk to you about black culture. That I learned this I perfected it recently, being in the black consciousness community, ironically. But I know about the dozens and everything. If you come in and you do something to me, your hair better be on point, your nails, your clothes, your shoes, your weight, you better be on point. Because if you fire on me, I'm firing back on anything that I can get. And you just happen to be calling yourself Peter the white guy. So you said you were talking shit about me, first off, when you hit the link. You were talking about me. So that was bad enough. But then you said, when I spoke to you, you said, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Saw. You were burying your jugular, Peter. So I said honky. I love that word. Please. You don't mind. You're in the forum. You don't mind. You don't say anything about people saying the N-word all the time, Peter. You have no problem with that, right? You're so crying because the honky tonk blues got you because I said honky, but you don't have a problem. You've never made any comments about, I really don't like that N-word that's always being used. Check. Can I get a 1 in the chat if I'm wrong about this guy? Yes or no? Has Peter ever said anything about people saying the N-word all the time in all of these groups? If you've heard him say anything about anything at all about the N-word, put a 1 in the chat. But if you haven't heard him say, I don't like the N-word, I don't say it. I've heard no saint say stuff like that before. Yeah, I have. I've heard no saint mention, I don't really say things like that. I don't really do things like that. Peter, I've never heard you say anything like that. So you're upset because I called you a honky after you bared your jugular and disrespected me? And you were already disrespecting me on other panels, saying that I'm a pass around? Yes, Peter, I saw you saying that I'm a Sonetter's concubine. Really? Now, fix up, wash your face, put a Band-Aid on it, and let's move forward so mommy can bless you, okay? I know you want my blessings. Now, let's see here. Lady Lake 75, peace to you. Tori Bolton, no saint. I'm going through the list. Freddy, 7 God, no saint. Peace to Chahudi Mahat Sirius. Much love. On Joey Munene. Much love. Freddie. Oh my God, this guy. King, Sun Ra, Shaka Shakur. Who else is in here? Raw Dog, Roni. I think that's Roni. Oh, I know you. That's Roni. I think it's Roni. I remember you, brother. You've been around for a while. Dinatal Bosco. Rose R. Yashiria. Corey Smith. Stopping for my workout for y'all. See the love. Sean Bradley. I want to go through this whole list. Who else? Who else? No Saint. Dulcinea, my sister, the queen. Shout out to all the sisters. Inspired One. Shout out to Avenge the Ancestors. And is that everybody? Shout out to Shig Sonic. Peace to Calvin McDougall. Y'all hit the like, and if you haven't subscribed, please share and subscribe. Anthony McCall, the Truth Seeker, peace to you. Guyana Brent, peace. Who else? Anybody else? Shout out to the HOK Sonetter, the darkest minds of the light, the best mods and the best audience. Well, when I say the best, the toughest, shrewdest audience around. I think that's the best. And but there's a lot of audiences out there that are awesome and that I think highly of. So that's what I just want to say. But shout out to the HOK, shout out to everybody who shows me love. If you don't show me love, you will one day. I think that's what Jesus said. Yeah, something like that. You will love me. You're gonna love me. It's just taking a minute. Anyway, shout out to that sister yesterday, to her family. Our thoughts, our prayers go out to her, supporting her for all the senseless murders that go on. And yeah, let's keep talking about this stuff because I want to keep my eye on the royal family, the House of Windsor. We got to keep our eye on them. That's part of our duty as gods. Peace to the darkest minds of the light. Shout out to Sonetter the King. And shout out to the channel Esoteric Thoughts. Check that channel out. It's really good. All right, I love y'all. Oh, and go subscribe to Sonetter's House of Consciousness. I'm just covering everything. The other channel. Okay, I love you all. Let me see. Love you. Did I say peace to Tori? The prince, the young prince. Tori, I see you. All right. Peace to Hootie. I'm ending this. Okay. Wait a minute. King TV, the ET said, how is a Canaanite a god? That's why the Most High didn't mess with y'all in the first place. Boy, stop. Stop. That sounds all kinds of crazy. I have love for you, brother, but you're all over the place. You got to be specific. And if you want to talk about that, contact Sonetter, email him, and get on a panel and break it down. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy teaching from the chat. You deserve better. Love you, Dulcinea. Lady Legs 75. Peace. Much love to you, sis. All right. Oh Lord. Fix up, Peter, and then you can serve us in righteousness. Okay? Serve your gods. Everyone in the chat is your God right now. You can come be, serve us in righteousness. Or you could vibrate on our level and be a God with us. You don't have to serve us at all. It's your choice. Peace, Sean Bradley. Deuces. Deuces. Oh, real quick, if you add an L to deuces, D-U-L, it'll be dulces. And that means sweets in Spanish. Just thought I'd add that. Okay. Peace, I think it's Donato Basco. All right, peace.